Hello. Okay. I like to start my video with hello. So I'm doing second phase of my video. I did the first phase of the video was under attack by Spanish. These are the people when I came here at the age 29. I've been attacked the most by Spanish race. I'm not even friends with these people. They are forcing me to accept their race. They are forcing me to eat their food. They are forcing me to be roommate with them. They're forcing me to be boyfriends with them. They're forcing me to marry them. They're forcing me to accept their race. You cannot force somebody to accept a certain race that if you don't like Spanish, I don't hate anyone, but you cannot literally just walk around here, attack someone, and force them to be roommate, and force them to eat your food, and force them to marry them. You cannot do that. And I felt like these people have attacked me because they're trying to force me to be Spanish. I'm African. I will never be Spanish. I've done the video today, so I'm gonna keep it short. If you didn't watch the video on the attack by Spanish, I made two video, part 1 and 2. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. My YouTube channel is Alan Clarice. Yes, I forgot to say that. Alan Clarice. Go on YouTube. You'll find my YouTube channel, Alan Clarice. You'll find me there. So now I'm doing part 2. The second phase of it is under attack by Cameroon. So it's amazing how you were born in Africa, particularly in Cameroon. I was born in Cameroon and I was born in Africa. I stayed 29 years in Africa. I stayed 29 years in Cameroon. Never been in any country. Never traveled before. I was born there, grew up, went to school, graduated, and then won the American visa, an American lotto to come in America. My parents, my family, they struggled. They paid my flight and I came. And when I grow, I stayed with my family. I've been like a good girl. Even my friends know me like I don't like trouble. I have friends that they will party all night. They had boyfriends at the age of 16. They already had boyfriend at the age of 14. They were already married at the age of 12. Some had boyfriends, 16, some were married, they had kids, they were growing fast. I was there. I just was taking my time, just going to school. That's all I was doing in Africa. I was just going to school. If I wasn't smart, I'm not going to tell you I'm a genius. I'm not a genius. I'm not smart. But all I did was go to school. And I was a very quiet child. Very quiet. Not looking for trouble. Sometimes they call me a lonely girl. I was shy. When you're shy like that, they'll say all kinds of things. You're shy, you're quiet. That's who I was. I didn't like to be in a crowd. I would go to school. I would just come home, eat my mom's food, shower, do my chores. If I have to watch TV, I watch it. If I don't want, we don't even have TV. My mom was making a way that we're not even allowed to watch TV. We're not even allowed to watch movie. The TV we had was like the smallest TV in our house. So we're not even allowed to watch TV. We're not allowed to watch movie. So most of the time, I just sleep because they're really nothing. Understand? But these people know me. That's the problem. They know who I was and they know who I am when I was in Africa, and I have not changed. These same people know me, they grew up with me back in Africa. And when I came in America, they changed. I'm talking about my own people. I'm talking about Cameroonians. Even if you were not close to me, if you didn't even know me, you had a clue of who this girl is. There's some people you don't have to be close to them, but you have a clue what they are. You understand? You don't have to be close to Beyonce to know who Beyonce is. You'd be like, hey, I'm not a star and I don't know who Beyonce is, but I have a clue who Beyonce is. I'm not a superstar or celebrity. I'm not close to Kim Kardashian, but I know I have a clue about what Kim Kardashian is. I have a clue about what Kim Kardashian is up to. And I have a clue about what she promotes. I have a clue about what Beyonce promotes. Even I'm not a friend to Beyonce, I have a clue about who Beyonce is. Do you understand? You don't have to be, you understand? So they had a clue about who I was, even though they were not close to me. Everybody know me as I was a quiet child, a very shy girl, didn't like to be in a crowd. Understand? I hate going for holidays. I had my uncles that were rich. I would let you shy away from my uncle. Understand? Married, rich in a city. Understand? I'll go in his house. I'll be like, they'll be calling me to come to my aunt's house who is rich. I'll be like, I don't want to go meet there because I'm shy. Understand? I was shy. And I didn't want to go for holidays to my aunties. I didn't want to go holidays to my uncles because I was very shy. I was just comfortable being in my own house with my parents. These people gave birth to me. These people raised me. My mom gave birth to me. My mom raised me. She was loud. She talked, but I was very comfortable. I became very comfortable with my mom. I became very comfortable with my dad. My dad was very quiet, my dad is like me. If you see me, you've seen my dad. My dad doesn't talk. But if he's angry, you better go on your knees and start begging God, let him not curse you the fuck out. Because if my dad curse you, you are dead. And that's who I am. If you see my dad, that is me. I have his character. I don't look like him. I look like my mother, but I have my dad's character. My dad is so quiet. He's very peaceful. He ain't looking for no trouble. He doesn't take bribe. He doesn't take corruption. He worked for the government. His friends dead because they took bribe, they took corruption, they took money to make themselves rich. They died, all of them mysteriously. And my dad said, I'm not gonna take bribe. I'm not gonna take no money to make myself rich for all of those shit. And I love my dad for that. He was spiritual like me. He was righteous. He was religious. And my mom was just being a mom, want the best for her kid. My mom was the hard one, but I fell in love with her. I said, if I run away from my mom, who are you gonna run to? If you run away from your dad, where are you running to? But if you aren't safe with your own mother, or if you aren't safe with your dad, you can run away and go somewhere safe. But if you feel safe and say these are people that you've been safe under their roof for 29 years before you came in America, fine. You stay with them. So I have never been threatened by my mom or threatened by my dad. I have been covered by these people. And they're very holy person. My dad is a very good man. My mom was a good. Understand? But I'm not going to talk about it. I'm talking about the people that you grow up with, the people, your neighbors, your schoolmate, because this one were a schoolmate and your friends that you grow up with, they know you. They will be in a crowd. They'll be fighting about boyfriends. They'll be fighting about some gossip. St. Clarice in that place. I'm either in a house and somebody's bringing that news to me and say, oh, they beat this motherfucker because she stole somebody's husband. They beat this motherfucker up because she did this. See me, I'm just hearing the news in the house. They know me. Only in church, they will see me in church. Holy, sitting in the church as the holiest of the holy. They were calling me Mary. They look at me as a new version of the Virgin Mary, the new creation of Virgin Mary. That was me. And now I was just raising myself, looking at myself as a Mary. I said, you can't mess up yourself up. You are the new version of Mary. You are the modern Mary. My family adores me. I'm not lying. My family adores me. My family worship me. But it reached to jealousy. That when we came in America, they said, we're not going to adore you anymore. We're not going to worship you anymore. But back in Africa, I bet you growing up, I had friends, cousins, relatives, sisters. They literally worship me. They literally adore me. Because I wasn't looking for trouble. I wasn't cussing people out. I wasn't doing bad. I had waited 21 years old to have a boyfriend. I knew I was too young to have a boyfriend at 16 years old. I don't even know what boyfriend is. I waited 21 years old. And when I was 21 years old, it was really hard. I said, okay, this is the time because men were coming at me non-stop. And then when I reached 21 years old, that's when I had my first boyfriend. So it's just crazy that these people know who you are when you're from Africa. You're not a bad person. They know you were this holy girl. They know you were this Virgin Mary. They know you were this person that wasn't committing crime. They know you are not this harlot. They know you are not this bad person. You were always in the house. You will never find me in the nightclub. You never find me in the bar drinking. My dad loved to drink. My mom, my dad, they'll go drink. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. Sleeping. We had TV. It's small TV like that. What are you even watching? You watching the news. We had no movies going on. We're not even allowed to watch TV. All these movies. I came and started watching movies in America. We're not allowed to watch it until I went to college. I had my own house, my own apartment. I started buying my own TV. I bought my own CD and buy my own. Start watching movies. When I went to college, that's why I started watching. We're not allowed to watch movies. All you were watching is the news. My dad will put the news and we sit there and watch the news. That's all we're watching. Go get newspaper, put the news. He will not make you turn to any channel, but make sure you watch the news. So now I came in America. These people have gone up against me. They have turned against me. They have changed because they have seen how good I am. And they've seen how clean my hands are. They've seen how I have not committed any crime. And their lives are messed up. They committed suicide. They've killed themselves. They murder people. They've killed people. They have done so many. They've done fake ID, fake account. They'll be in jail for 50 years. And no crime has been charged against you. So you came in America, these people prepared themselves for war. These same Cameroonians that were friends with you, these same Cameroonians that were your sisters, these same Cameroonians were their fathers and daddies, they came in America, they prepared war with you. Did not even know it. I came, but I'm spiritual. I felt it in my spirit. When I landed in the airport, when they started doing the house, we don't know where you're gonna stay, and they start putting me left and right, I knew it was bad. I said, you go stay with a stranger that you don't know. I cried from there and I said, I feel something bad gonna happen to me. I felt like there was this war that these people have prepared. Immediately I came in America, they were ready for war with me. And I saw it. So when I came, nobody wanted to be friends with me anymore. Understand? If it was Africa, they have friends. I choose not to. I always choose not to have friends, but I always have like one or two friends. Because I always like get in trouble when I'm in a crowd with so much friends. And I'll only be in school. I'll look for one girl that I can trust and I'll pick that one girl to be my friend. Highest is two. I don't pick more than two people to be my friends. Understand? I always been like that. So when I came here, nobody even want to be close to me. Nobody wanted to be friends with me. They have gone against me and they were on some suicide shit because they have destroyed their life, they have destroyed their health, they have committed suicide, they have died, they have killed people, they have committed fake ID, they have been locked up in jail for 50 years, and probably nothing is going on in their life. And they see you come in America with your hands are clean, they started ganging up against you. They started throwing you out. They will lie against you. So the first, it was Washington, D.C. I stayed with a girl called Berry. When I left the house that I was staying, after 1 year, I told them it's time to go. I'm going to leave your house. I left after one. The first house I stayed was a friend, a Cameroonian girl. She had a roommate called Emanuela. And I know that girl. I know the brother, George. She said you could stay but have a roommate, Berry. Understand? She's the boss of the apartment. I said, well, I'm staying. You brought me in. When I came in, I was sleeping with her. And the Berry, after 2 weeks, she just said, I'm kicking you out of my house again. I said, what you mean? I just stay in your house 2 weeks and you telling me to leave? You asked me to come stay in your house. How are you going to kick me 2 weeks after staying in your house? I did nothing to that girl. Before I heard, that lady that brought me and said, because she said, you trying to snatch her boyfriend from her. I said, who the heck is her boyfriend? I don't even know her boyfriend. By then, I've not even started dating anyone. I've not even have no boyfriend. I was working in a capital care, a Cameroon company, that healthcare company. All I was doing is going to work. That lady was just jealous. And he said she's scared that he's gonna snatch her boyfriend from her. I said, who the hell is her boyfriend? I don't even know her boyfriend. How the hell you gonna tell me to come stay in your apartment? And then I only stay in your apartment for 2 weeks and you kick me out. These are things that you'll be fined and you'll be go to court. They can even lock you up in jail for throwing somebody in the street. After accepting that they should come stay in your house, you can be locked up, you can be jailed, or you can go to court and pay a fine for throwing somebody on the street for no reason. She had no reason throwing me out. She just told me to leave her house. After asking me to come stay with her, I only stay for 2 weeks and she threw me out. That was the first person that threw me out on the street in Washington, D.C., Maryland. I was confused. That's when I was like, man, I don't know what to do. The first thing ever in America, somebody threw it out first time. You don't know homelessness. Where am I gonna go to? I was so confused. And when she was saying that, I was in the kitchen, I was cooking. Because she wasn't cooking. She would go buy her food out. She didn't know how to cook. I was cooking the meal. And that lady that brought me Emanuela, she like to eat my food. She had a boyfriend they like me cooking. So I'll go in the kitchen, I'll make some fried rice with shrimp and all of that. So when she was saying that, I was chopping some onions with a knife. I had a knife in my hand and I was chopping the onions with a knife in my hand. So I was chopping the onion. She came in the kitchen while I was cooking. I had rice going on. I was chopping my tomatoes or making my spices, chopping my onion. I had that. And when she said, you live in my house in 2 weeks, I was angry. I held that knife. I was just like, I'm going to stab you if you don't get the fuck out. I was pissed off. I've been in America only for 1 year and this guy is throwing me off the street. After telling me to come stay out, I had that knife chopping that onion in the kitchen. I said, if this girl don't get out of me, Emanuela, I will stab this girl and I'm going to jail. That was the first time. If I didn't leave the house, I could have stabbed that girl. I could have gone to jail. Understand? So I avoided it. I left it. I dropped the knife. I was chopping it. I was cooking. I didn't cook anymore. I went in the room. I started crying. I dropped the knife in the kitchen. I went in that girl's room. I started crying. And she said, don't cry. You're going to cry and she's going to feel like you are weak and all of that shit. So when I left, I cried and cried. I said, I don't know what to go. She said, don't bother. We're going to get a lease. We're going to get an apartment. And we're going to get off a house. So thank God another Nigerian was staying in that apartment. She had spare bedroom from there. So she said I should come stay. I said, this lady just kicked me out after 2 weeks. So the Nigerian lady took me in. And that lady also was another drama. So I packed my bag, I left. I told that lady, I said, Manuela, if I don't leave this house, I will stab this girl. And today I think about that. I said, man, I could have gone to jail. I could have stabbed somebody and go to jail. Because that's what they wanted. And now when I look at that situation, that's why I say sometimes you control your anger. These people they have anger. They have killed their own self. They have killed people. They've been locked up in jail. When they see you, they are jealous because you have not stabbed anyone. You have not killed anyone. Understand? And each time I look at that situation, it looked like an escape for me. It looked like a miracle that happened. And each time I look at that situation, I will cry. I say, look at me. I could have been jailed right the way I came in America. Some people, right the way they came in America, they got jailed. They got locked up for life. And still now they in fucking jail. They can't even come out for killing somebody because they had temper and they could not control their temper. They had anger. They could not control your anger. You have to control your anger. You have to control your temper. If you don't know how to control your temper, if you don't know how to control your anger, you'll be in trouble over and over because you'll be feeling how to stab somebody. You'll be feeling how to shoot somebody. You'll just be feeling how to kill somebody. And you know you go to jail after doing that. But when I think about the experience, I say, thank you, Jesus. I could have been put in jail right the way I just came. I was just 1 year old in America and that girl tempts me to do something stupid. I said, I'm not gonna do it. I dropped that knife. I was cooking. I packed my bag. I left the house. I went to the street. And the next experience, I moved to that Nigerian lady. She also threw me after 2 weeks. She said her husband is back. She just drama, threw me out. From there, I moved to Baltimore. One lady hacked my phone and I said, how you got my number? She said, hey, you are in America and you have nobody who come stay. I moved to Baltimore. I stay with this lady working in John Hopkins Hospital. Promising me I'll come get a job and all of that. Moved to Baltimore. That lady didn't give me no job. She took her baby and threw it for me to be a babysitter and start holding her baby. I said, I didn't come to America to be a babysitter, so I'm not going to hold your son. I stayed in the house for 3 months, didn't have a job. I said, I come here to work, and I'm going to work. Packed my bag and moved to Boston. So I left for Boston. When I went to Boston, that was 2015. Now I had a bunch of friends waiting for me also with attack. I stayed with them. I had one that was my brother girlfriend called Estelle. She asked me to come stay. She had a friend called Fidel. I came. They were ready for me also with drama. I came still. They had stayed there for 6 months. And they said I go get a job. I went and got a job downtown for Dunkin' Donuts. I got my training. I had first paycheck. That lady Fidel told me to pack my bag and leave her house. There was no reason for her to throw me out. They didn't have no reason to throw me out. They would say I'm sleeping with their boyfriend. I'm fucking them. I don't even know who they are dating. I don't know who their boyfriends are. And they are telling me I am sleeping with their boyfriend. I'm fucking. I don't know. I'm working. I'm looking for a job. I'm picky with my man. I don't even sleep with anyone like that. They set me up. They throw me out. No reason. That girl had no reason to throw me out. No reason. You cannot tell somebody, come stay in my apartment, come stay in my house, and then you throw them out like you have to give them time to get their own apartment. You have to give them time to find a place and move out and stay in their own apartment. If they tell you, give me time, I'm looking for an apartment. When I have an apartment, I'm moving out there. Yeah, give them 6 months to 1 year. Because you sign a lease, you cannot go in right away. You know you signed that lease 3 months to 6 months before you can move in a lease like that. That lady, I begged that lady. I said, give me at least 3 months to 6 months there. Let me find a lease, get my partner. That girl said, I'm leaving in 2 weeks after staying for 6 months. I stayed in November. I moved in November 2014. And it want to be like April, around spring 2015, she kicked me out. So that was like 6 months. No reason. And the lady that brought me was Estelle. That was my brother's girlfriend. She didn't have no explanation. There was 2 bedrooms. I was even staying with the Fidel in her bedroom. I was staying with Estelle in her bedroom. I will clean, I will wash dishes, I will do everything. They go to work. I didn't even have a job in 3 months. And the minute I got a job downtown, that lady said, you have a job now, pack your bag and leave. And she didn't have no reason to throw me out. There was no absolute reason of these people throwing me out. They just threw me out. Just like that, did not even give you 3 months to find it. You telling these people, give me 3 months to really find a lease and find it. They didn't want you to get a lease. They didn't want you to get an apartment. She said, I'm throwing you out. You're getting out in 2 weeks. I will take your back and I'll throw them out. Fidel Castro. She lived in Boston. That was in Lynn. And the roommate was Estelle. And that was my brother, my baby brother girlfriend. But they were separated. And she was getting married to another guy. So she wasn't with my brother anymore. She left my brother. And I was like thinking she was going to fight and defend me. She was with the girl that was throwing me out. She was with her roommate. I said, oh, you guys have conspired to be throwing me out and render me homeless. Thank you. I'm going to leave. I even begged the girls, I'll put my bag and my luggages in your house. And when I go get my apartment, I'll come get my things. She said, no, your bags, your luggages are not staying in my house. You're going with your luggages and with your bag. I look at that girl like a monster. These are people, an example of people who have temper. They don't have, you have to control your anger. These are people who have anger. These are people who have temper. And you see them, these are people who have killed somebody. These are people who have stabbed somebody, shoot somebody, or even kill their own self because they have so much temper, they cannot control their anger. That's why you see some of these people, they go to anger management classes. That's why they go to therapy. Like, that's why I said my own